Alright, so the layer of Abysm is really weird. You have 10 floors, but you don't go through them in order at all. Instead, the exits take you to different floors. Never the next one. Not always the next one, though. Alright, there's also a bunch of... The shortest path to get to the exit also misses some save points, so I'm gonna take a somewhat longer route. Plus, I want to push my characters to the level 200. I made sure to get them this high after using the DLC. It's always a little extra path here, but doesn't do anything. Yeah, I'm just gonna use Yuri since I don't really need any more Fell Arm power at this point for everyone else anyways. First floor. Okay, head all the way to the left to get to the 4th floor. Yep, 4th floor. So from here, head left to the 2nd floor. Alright, so from 2nd floor, head north to 3rd floor to get to the save point. 3rd floor. Should be a save point here. Okay, from 3rd floor, we have to go to the 8th floor. That's to the north. Alright, from the 8th floor, go right all the way to floor 10. Alright, from floor 10, head up to floor 9, which will be the second to last of this intermediate save points. Okay, there should be a save point here. This one is this one you can actually skip if you want, but for the achievement, you have to get it. But I don't even know if I got every other save point in the game, so top of all, I'm doing all this for nothing. Okay, from the 9th floor, you can really go either way because you still need to get back to the 8th floor and then the 10th floor and then go to the 6th floor. We're back on floor 10. Head to the right to get to floor 6. That'll be the final floor before the boss. This floor has a save point. Better hit that one up and then finish things off. Okay, from here, just head south and you'll exit this part. Exit these endless floors. Fittingly, the exit room is guarded by an Orpheus.
You're dead! That didn't work! Alright, who's next?
Countless particles that walk the heavens, rain down and glorify the land!
Swift and certain.
Bottom level. I'm gonna have to make some preparations before going in, of course. And there's an emergency exit just in case, but then I have to travel all the way back here if I take it. This will probably take a few tries due to some of the luck-based skills. He's still alive after all. Grr! Look! Well, Oma's not dead after all. Alright, what be that monstrosity? Fill us in, boy genius. I don't even know what that thing is. Stop this, Oma. No one who locked you away remains. You cannot possibly understand the pain I bear. There was only enough Amrita for one, so I alone bore the sorrows of my brethren. And my efforts shall not end in vain. Whoa. What the hell? That sword, incredible. We never expected to catch a glimpse of our former triumphs. Long ago, we forged that sword from the most powerful Epiphaea, and now we have the being itself. Behold the Spiral Draco, former king of the Antilocheia. We brought him forth such that the Antilocheia would be undone by their own hand. But now, that all creation has spurned us, we shall use its greatest power against it. Come, beast, devour this body. Feed off its power that you may reduce this world to ash. Oma, no! Stop, Estelle! How strong is the king of the Antilocheia anyway? It's certainly not any weaker than it looks. We can't let this thing get above ground. What do we do? Pretty obvious. We keep Frit from leaving. Brace yourselves. Scan. So many body parts. They all have different resistances, and it's really annoying.
I'll blow you away! You're dead! You're dead! Gale!
Seriously, look at it move around too. It's really annoying.
Power! Shine! Light of the morning star! Try some of this! Heavenly Blade Wing!
Probably kill the body first, because it always happens. No matter where I aim. No, wrong one. Shit, I want to use Magic Hourglass. Can't use overlimit? What? Oh, and time stops?
I'll blow you away! Power! Shine! Light of the morning star!
Can't let it move or it'll revive the other body parts, which really suck.
Heavenly Blade Wing!
Who did I kill now? Oh, no! Yes, I took out the main body part! Sweet! Okay. Let's see if I can pull off this Mystic Art.
I'll blow you away!
Okay.
Let's do it, Flynn!
Yes! Do it! Show them both in one video! Kill this damn thing! Yes!
I've got something to show! Here's...
In wave! That felt great.
Nice work, Flynn!
Oh my goodness, I'm already in overlimit again. They can't revive the main head, can they? I hope not. Anyhow. Ah, not in time. Shoot. Oh, well, I took out another part. Let's just keep going. Yeah, Repeat can pretty much keep us alive because he can spam items infinitely. It's crazy. We're mostly out of its kill zone, so it's pretty much screwed. This is a curb stomp battle, yeah. Even if I failed to activate that last one, oh well. Whatever, close enough. Oh hey, I'll get a chance to redeem myself.
I'll blow you away!
Countless particles that wander the heavens, rain down. They glorify the land. Meteors star!
Combo power! Shine! Light of the morning star! Try some of this! Heavenly?
Yes, using the combination trick to just insta-kill them. Okay, you are literally the only one left. Any last words? Okay.
You away! Let's do it, Flynn!
Just gonna do it again. Why not? Overkill.
Now! I've got something to show! Here's Twin Blade!
No mercy. It's still got 500k. It's still pretty going strong, isn't it?
Countless particles that wander.
Wow, this is bullying, man.
Meteors star!
Final game!
Countless particles that wander the heavens, rain down and glorify the land. Meteor star!
Yeah.
Countless particles that wander the heavens, rain down and glorify the land.
Without your main head, you are pretty much useless. You're just a little penis head.
Wander the heavens, rain down.
Yes, using combination like that to boost the power of my heavenly blade wing. That's the way to beat this boss quickly.
The land. Meteor star!
This is bullying. Yep.
Rain down and glorify the land. Meteor star!
Of course, on unknown mode, it would be a lot harder to keep everyone alive, probably.
Rain down.
Even if I could pull off the heavenly blade wing trick.
Man, I want some more.
Yeah, look at that hit experience too. Yes, but we lost a few grade because we hit with resistant attributes because they all have different attributes, huh? Yeah, that's how I cheesed my way through this one. Use the trick is to use hourglass to prevent the boss from reviving the body, and then use that opportunity to go for the main head. Yes, that is my recommendation to prevent any hijinks. Of course, it requires Repeat in the party because he has the best item usage. That's the skills out of everyone. Yeah. So much for that Spiral Draco that was supposed to help you, eh, Duke?
I can do even better than...
We did it! Is everybody okay? I can't believe something like that actually ruled the world. Oma was so filled with hate, he felt resurrecting that nightmare was his only choice. It's devastating. What exactly was the Spiral Draco's own goals, though? Why did it want to help Oma destroy the world and such? It was a king of Entelekea, right? Be surrounded by so many who loved him and yet not let any of that assuage his grief. His people turned a prison into a paradise, and all the while he was imprisoning himself. Makes sense to me. They were originally sealing him away, remember? To think one place could be a prison and a paradise makes me head hurt. He held on to his grudge even as those around him forgot. He must have felt so alone. I wonder how long it would have taken him to let go. Probably never. Who knows? Hundreds more years? Thousands? Frankly, might have believed that time would come. How do you figure? The haphazard way the book was written, the fact that he only took half the key. Strange, Do you suppose he was being careful to avoid leaving clues but didn't want to forget? Maybe he did write the book after all? Well, that strategy clearly didn't help Oma. It seems to have worked for the others. Or maybe this is what the Entelekea wanted. Aye, and so did your ancestors. Alright, let's not lose sight of the big we still got work to do. She's right, let's keep moving once we've caught our breaths. Paradise Pioneer. Maybe... Spiral Draco. Nostalgia is overrated.
Still, the Spyro Draco was pretty fearsome, huh?
Yeah, I've never run into anything like it. I can really see why it was at the top of Entelakea.
I'm happy we took that thing down and all. I'm completely pooped.
I can't bear to imagine what might have happened had we let the creature roam free.
Indeed. It was as big a threat as the Autophagos. In fact, it could have been even worse.
I, the mightiest beast in all of history.
The source that spawned the fell arms. Didn't the Elder of Myorzo say something about that? 14-headed creature of some kind?
Fairy tales do tend to exaggerate.
14-headed. But over there we only saw 3 heads and 2 tails. And 1 body. So that's like 6 targets at most. That would leave 8, but 8 doesn't add up to the number of fell arms we have. Shoot. Oh well. Victory is a victory. It was kind of sloppy in the end. Was it a magical creature? Magic type? Yup. Oh no, there are 6 parts. 99%. I must have missed something on the overworld. Don't feel like getting it. Spiral Dracos. Spiral Dracos everywhere. Look at those stats. To think I managed to take this thing out. Yes, go for the body because you have no choice but to target it no matter what with your Heavenly Blade Wing. And once it's down, the central head is actually vulnerable to Heavenly Blade Wing. But you need to use Hourglass to ensure that the central head doesn't revive it. Yes. And after that, you can take your sweet time killing all these weaker body parts. Oma, why? Why do you have to unleash this thing? Is that pretty much it for the game? I guess there's a bunch of teleport points I can use. Yes, now of course I used combination to boost everything, and occasionally, once in a blue moon, the Rival Surge would actually work, allowing me to use the third Mystic Art, Twin Wave. But Twin Wave is not as powerful as a combination boosted Heavenly Blade Wing. And it also requires, and also I have to hope that Flynn himself doesn't try to use his own Mystic Art. You can't command your characters to not use their Mystic Arts, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. Yes. So where are the people here going to do now that Spiral Draco's dead? No, they don't care. No one cares about what our great deeds. Okay, some more caveats about my setup. I had to put Vesperia #2 on Yuri in order to use Heavenly Blade Wing. It will not work with any other sword, not even Abyssian, which really sucks because the damage would be insane. Not that Abyssian or the Fell Arms can even be used against Spiral Draco anyways, due to it being immune to the very weapons it created. So you have to... That's why the dungeon also gave you the second strongest weapons in the game, because it knew you would need them for the Spiral Draco. Of course, Yuri has to equip Vesperia #2 for his Mystic Art. It's kind of similar to how Lloyd needs the Eternal Sword for his... Well, it's not exactly the Eternal Sword, it's just the Eternal Sword split between 2 other swords. Yes, the Flamberg and Vorpal Sword, that's what Lloyd was equipping. Yes, that's the one he needed for Falcon's Crest. Yes, I also have Chazelle's Necklace to boost up casting speed, but it'll also require Repeat to probably throw in some items here and there to keep her alive. Mystic Symbol and Flint so he can cast some of his light spells a little faster. Yes, not all of them are weak to light, though. The main head is actually immune to it, so he did not contribute that much damage. Strange that I was able to actually damage... Oh, the main head... Oh, Vesperia #2 doesn't actually have an attribute. Good. That actually helps me because the main head would not be able to resist it. Though Twin Wave might have been affected by his Imperial Sword of Light. Shoot. Yes, also, another thing about the Spiral Draco, it can suck up your overlimit gauge and absorb overlimit from all your party members. Yes, that's another reason why I wanted to use Hourglass, to prevent it from trying to interrupt my mojo. Yeah, it was pretty annoying whenever it did that to me, forcing me to use up more limit balls with repeat. How many limit balls did I use up anyways? I started with 15, I think? I only used 2? Really? Well, Yuri does have that one skill that allows him to save on over-limit cost. But I did use a ton of Hourglasses, I think. I think I started with 12 and used up 4. Yup. Oh well, I can always make more, or just go for a New Game Plus and just pick up more from treasure chests. Yes. Anything else important about that battle? Oh yeah, well, I think I pretty much had... Did I disable Tidal Wave on you? Yes, I did. I only allowed you to use Meteor Storm because I knew that the boss had so many different resistances that it's just better to hit with this non-elemental thing. That helped my DPS a little bit, but Flynn Repeat could not really... Flynn could contribute a slight amount, but Repeat could not contribute anything because he's only there to spam items like a maniac. That is his sole purpose. Spam the item so I can kill it faster. Yes. And avoid having the Spiral Draco do any of its gimmicks. Alright, so endgame, as you can see, I did a pretty bad job for the arena since I was pretty much over-leveled for all of it. And even had to use over 4k Fell Arms just to beat the 200-man melee. Most people would have been able to win much earlier, even on hard mode, or unknown mode, probably. Yeah, so I am not good enough to figure out the best way to play every character, especially when fighting one versus many. I feel like if it was a 1-1, I could have done it at a lower level by using more cautious hit-and-run tactics, but it's hard to do that when you're completely surrounded by enemies from every direction. Yes, in that sense, Vesperia's arena is much harder than Symphonia's. The only saving grace I had is that I unlocked the Fell Arms and I used that brutal auto-grind trick to pump up my levels a bit. As for the story, a lot of people criticize it for not being that focused since it's dealing with both environmental issues and the issue of reforming the Empire and about enforcing justice. Though you could argue that the environment is an important part of justice in general, since it affects so many people. You have to wonder if humanity can really reconcile their need for survival with environmental maintenance. Oh yeah, I do not have enough grade for everything because I played most of the random mobs on easy mode while only doing the bosses on hard mode. Just to save on time and resources. Yes, battle techniques. This is for people who are good at doing multiple hits and getting fatal strike chains. Otherwise, you're probably better off just spamming 10 times experience. Even then, it's not that hard to get to level 200 if you use the DLC. Increased item drop rate would really help too. Anyway, and as for gameplay, it does kind of suck how a lot of basic skills like backstepping and teching recovery is locked behind skills that you have to learn from your weapons and sub-weapons. That just seems wrong. It's like basic stuff. Even Genus had backstep by default, and he probably has very little physical skill compared to most of the characters in Vesperia, right? So how does it make sense for the Vesperia characters to need to equip a skill to do it? On the other hand, the skill system is way easier to customize than Symphonia. You don't have to worry about those EX gems at all. Instead, you just need a level grind to get more SP and then equip more skills. Even at level 200, you can't equip everything, but Battle SP 1 does sound like a promising bonus for New Game Plus to ensure that you can actually equip everything you need. Yes. But I'm not going to do a New Game Plus. I'm not skilled enough for Unknown Mode, even if I carried over everything, including Fell Arm's power. And of course, Fell Arms themselves cannot be transferred, which means I would have to complete 90% of the game with just my normal weapons. I would still have to beat Duke free, fair and square. Unlock all skits. Probably even the ones that I didn't obtain naturally through the story, huh? Including the mutually exclusive skits you get for picking costume choices back in Heliord. So, as for the port itself, I do not like the splash screen that keeps asking for your language. That should be memorized, but it's not. So you have to remember to go to English every time. Of course, if you like to play undubbed, then yeah, that's not as much of a problem. Just mash A through it all. As for the graphics options, I like that they do give you unlimited frame rate, but I also wish they would allow you to set increments like 30 FPS, 60 FPS, 100, 120, and so on and so forth, in case you don't want to max your card out, but you do want to get close to your monitor refresh rate. Other than that, the graphics options do seem fine for the most part. Certainly a lot better than Symphonia, which didn't even have 30 FPS, and can't even be modded to have 30 FPS without breaking animations. On that note, Vesperia requires a mod for 60 FPS, I heard, but hopefully this one will work better than Symphonia's. If not, I can probably still win. Anyways, if you enjoyed Tales of Vesperia, please leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and maybe try out the game for yourself.